Hi everyone. Today we have Sridharan from Lakshmitra NBFC. Hello Sridharan. Thank you so much for taking your time to have your presence here.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. So as we just discussed, like this is part of one of our new series where we just interact with our client and explore them how they have come across the journey of like building a business and then uh, growing it to like create an impact. Would love to like first of all hear your intro for the viewers and hear more about what do you do at Lakshmitra, what Lakshmitra is doing.
As you said, Sridharan, with a lot of experience in working with amazing entrepreneurs, the real entrepreneurs who are driving this country, who are actually the backbone of this country. Specifically, drivers who run trucks, small micro enterprise owners, small business owners, the partnering such entrepreneurs, understanding their business, understanding their needs, and trying to be a part in their growth story. And that has actually brought us to starting Lakshmitra Finance very recently and trying to take more entrepreneurs forward in a very, very meaningful, sustainable, and a very fruitful journey.
Absolutely wonderful. Like for a fact, like we have interacted in previous sessions, and I know that you are like less likely to consume technology to interact with these people who are building the backbone of India. Can you share a bit about why do you think that the bit of the backbone of India still requires a lot of physical touch rather than like being always the many of the technology companies today just interact with WhatsApp, interact with a mobile app, but you are still focused on having a personal touch with the consumers, personal touch with the business owners. So can you like help us understand why do you think that?
First and foremost, it is never a personal touch based business model versus a tech based business model. At least I do not subscribe to that. I personally feel that technology is an enabler, and for a country like India, technology is going to be another strength giver for this backbone. The model of doing business, having a personal touch, is because when you understand businesses, commercial activity, try to learn the nuances of that business and be a true trusted financial partner in all real meaningful spirit, needs much more than just technology.
Absolutely.
Business sense is one of the most uncommon things in the world. India should be very, very proud because the Indian businessmen have got that in abundance. Indians are very entrepreneurial in nature. It is the small businesses, the commercial vehicle operators who have actually driven this country to so much of growth.
Wonderful.
Private enterprise has contributed, but to a certain good extent. It has been the hardworking nature of the small entrepreneurs which have actually led India to its growth. Now, therefore, coming back to the point, is it a tech-enabled model, or is it going to be a tech-based model, or is it a personal touch-only model? Personally, nothing independent can do well. We need a little bit of everything because India needs all the resources. Aspirations of our people need to be met to enable them to grow further and further and take the aspirations to a greater height. So it is all in one combined. For understanding a customer, his business, you need to spend a lot of time, live with him, make a meaningful contribution by learning his business, understanding his nuances, and then trying to contribute in a meaningful manner. Now, how do you do this? Technology plays a very essential part from beginning to end. In fact, end is only a beginning for the next journey that keeps on starting. So it is again not a personal touch versus a tech based model. It is a personal touch based business enabled by technology would do amazingly well, especially for a country like India, such a large population, so many entrepreneurs. Now everybody does not have access to resources in equitableness. in order to democratize data, in order to democratize communications, in order to democratize reach, resources, availability of opportunities. Tech is a very, very, very quick flattening out enabler. It puts people on par with each other, and therefore we cannot live without technology. It has to be technology, but technology implemented in a very meaningful manner, in an understanding manner, customized to each customer's business and your transactions with them. Apples and oranges should not be compared. Customize, customize and customize. So the specialization should be in personal relationship. But then the transactions could always be tech enabled.
100%.
It could be digital. And therefore, that bonding and that growth story can become multiplied, and the whole thing can be taken forward in a much more meaningful, sustainable, fruitful manner. So it's all combined, never this versus that. If in Lakshmitra, we feel that we are a customer-centric modeled company. We are a very, very branch-led institution. But then we are very clear that we are a tech-enabled institution. Personalized relationship, digitized transactions. Hand in hand, India needs both.
Absolutely.
Not flat technology without understanding of customers' business.
Absolutely.
A personal relationship to enhance that, combined with meaningful enablement. I think that would be a very interesting way to go, and that's how Lakshmitra plans to move forward.
That's a wonderful understanding of the market, the consumers, the business owners, and how tech-enabled journey will actually work for the longer term for the growth of the country. That's wonderful to hear. What inspires you to start the business, Lakshmitra? If you could tell something around that.
I think I did mention the inspiration, not only for me, my entire team. Lakshmitra is a team of youngsters, a team of very energetic, enthusiastic entrepreneurs who have completely been inspired by the enterprising nature of the citizens of India who have taken this country to such great heights. As you get into the India unincorporated, you will see the business sense, you will see the entrepreneurial capabilities, you will see enterprise thriving. In spite of the lack of resources, in spite of the difficulties that a developing country goes through, the amazing work done by Indian entrepreneurs at the micro level, at all levels, that has been the core inspiration for my entire team. And wanting to learn, continue to be getting inspiration from them, and to serve their journey in whatever meaningful part that we could play. That was the entire focus on coming together, starting Lakshmitra Finance, and trying to be of service to such wonderful entrepreneurs who are actually leading this country more than any one set of individuals in this
Amazing
world
to
that
hear.
we live.
Amazing. That's so inspiring. We onboarded you as a client couple of months back. Would love to hear a small feedback about how was the journey, how Bulkpe helped you in your business.
This has been a philosophy of this team. Team Lakshmitra, in the banner of Lakshmitra, might be young. But then the team's philosophy has always been on long-term partnerships with all our stakeholders.
Wonderful.
Whether it was our customers, whether it was our other business partners, associates, even employees, it has always been a long-term partnership in mind. We only believe that partnerships is the only way that meaningful service can be enhanced and extended and reached out much more quickly, meaningfully.
100%.
And in that long-term partnership-oriented approach, a tech partner in this journey is very critical. I still remember, it is as recent as a few months back, when I had the opportunity after my team to meet individuals from the Bulkpe team, I was again inspired to look at a very young, entrepreneurial, very, very enterprising team that had come out with very simple, effective, delivery focused solutions. And this sort of a partnerable people on one side, partnerable tech solutions on another side, when we all come together, this creates great value to the ultimate customer whom we are all serving.
Absolutely.
The customer and his business is first. How do we understand his business, understand the customer, and serve him more and more penetratively was the question. And when you find like-minded, partnerable people with effective solutions, technology can be as complicated as it can be. It can also be as simple as it can be. And for that, we need much more meaningful partnerships. Everyone in this country who has got resources should be looking forward to supporting this backbone, supporting enterprise, supporting small enterprise. And I again say, India unincorporated is the actual backbone. And if we don't take care of our backbone, then we are not there. And therefore, Bulkpe, hundreds and hundreds of more Lakshmitras, all of us have to join together in every possible manner and serve this end customer. And that day, we can relax thinking that we've also contributed a little bit to the growth story of these enterprising gentlemen and the men and women who contribute this society, taking this society, community forward. I think that's an opportunity that they have given us, and we should not be wasting even an ounce of that opportunity.
First of all, I want to say that it's amazingly put together about how do you resemble the partnership of any kind of business, and then how it can result in a positive growth of the audience, like the customer here. And thank you so much for giving us a feedback about Bulkpe and the experience our people was able to show to you. That's wonderful to hear, and we want to keep this continuing to all our clients, all our customers, potential partners, everyone. So we treat our partners as our clients, as our partners, and then more than partners, we treat them as our the way forward. We rely on our clients to grow, find the growth path. It's not just that we build products to help their business. It's not about that. It's them that they are showing us the roadmap, this is the pathway, and you are just shown us this is the pathway. Partners, and then a friendship in that partnership is something that can be the backbone for the consumers here. So that's wonderful to hear that philosophy. Great. So, Sridharan, what would
It is the amount of penetrative hard work that we put in. Generally, whenever we start a journey, we have a lot of apprehensions. We feel we don't have the resources. People generally feel businesses are started by people with a large quantum of resources, and that pulls you back. The first and foremost understanding and mindset should be that we are equipped with the greatest resource in this world. We have a healthy body and a very sound mind. Apart from this, I personally do not think that any other resource is going to really help us in our journey. We may have other resources, we may not have other resources, but just because we have other resources does not guarantee our success without a sound mind and a healthy body. And just because we do not have all those other resources, it doesn't mean that we are not going to succeed. The core ingredient is a healthy body and a very sound mind. And then, if I've got to add something more, get deep and penetrative in anything and everything that we do. We want to buy a small a small article,
Mhm.
you can do how much ever research that you want. You can trigger in your mind what is the shortest route to that asset. You can trigger in your mind what is the least resources that you will put into it. You can assume comparisons of various alternatives that you have. But then in whatever you do, as simple as buying an asset or an article, if you are willing to invest your energy in a very, very penetrative manner, learning what it is all about, learning why we need it first, why is it being sold, how is it going to satisfy a need that I have, why is it being sold and how is it satisfying needs of so many other people, what is the dynamics of that article that I'm proposing to buy, who is selling it, why are they selling it, where are they selling it, what are the mechanisms in which they are communicating. In every small activity that we do, if we start thinking, and then putting all those thoughts into action, learning the nuances. Learning the nuances is the biggest exercise that especially youngsters can get into. A lot of times, an existing knowledge is the biggest barrier to acquire more knowledge. I, for one, always believe that I am an expert in one thing. And nobody in this world can match me in that one thing. And that is the fact that I know that I do not know.
Wow.
And if our youngsters understand that we do not know, that's the first step to start searching as to what it is all about, whatever it is. I just talked about, even if you want to buy a small article like a pen or a toothbrush, when you start thinking as to the entire dynamics around that, and then you start searching for reasons for the way it is being done, appreciate the goodness, understand the problems that it has not solved, try to see if there are alternate methods, try to see how to solve those unsolved problems, get deep and penetrative. Let's not imagine that a successful entrepreneur is a person having huge bungalows, a lot of cars, flying in private jets. No, it's not about that. It's about standing on the roadside, living with people who are currently doing that business, understanding those nuances, try to live with them and see how good their decisions are. Understand that we do not know and therefore learn as to how they are taking decisions. There is nothing called a good decision or a bad decision. It's always an appropriate decision at the appropriate time. Things could change. So business people could have different reasons for taking different decisions at different points of time. Try to learn, try to appreciate, and try to imbibe those learnings and try to find solutions for thousands and millions of problems that still exist in our day-to-day lives. And when you get so penetrative into the finest details, and when you're actually putting in so much of hard work, even in small nuances, I think you're already on the journey of entrepreneurship. You are already on the journey of solving problems for the country. You are solving problems for not only ourselves, for the community around us. And when we see meaningful impact created, the satisfaction will help you drive more and more. So again, no resource constraints for anyone. Hard work is the only mantra. Understand that we do not know enough, or we actually don't know anything, and therefore start learning real time. And the best comparisons to learn, to compare and learn, is to see other people actually doing those work, not from a distance, trying to work with them, live with them, understand their decision making, understand the positives, understand the problems that are unsolved, and then making a good effort to get into that problem solving.
Absolutely.
Imagination may be motivating, but then physical imbibe, upgrade, and keep doing. Keep doing. Take initiative. Nothing is right or wrong. Falling down is never wrong. But not getting up and running again is wrong. Let us fall as many times as possible, because we'll get stronger and stronger and stronger, and our youngsters have to fall, get up, run again. Be prepared to fall again. Be prepared to get up and run again. And I'm sure, as I started talking to you, the great entrepreneurs of this country have taken this country to such great heights. And we are one of the fastest developing countries. In spite of our huge population, huge country with so many states, so many languages, is it a negative? Is it a positive? I think no country has opportunities like India. And today, Indians, not only are they equipped in their mindset, they are not only equipped to
Inspirational, sir. This is not only inspiring for the youngsters, it's like inspiring the entrepreneurs who are already building businesses, inspiring for everyone, I would say. Like, wonderful put. Great. Thank you so much for like sharing that. If you could like summarize the experience with Bulkpe in very short, what would it be? Like a small testimonial about Bulkpe.
Lakshmitra Finance, in its entire mindset, we were very clear that we will be very, very, very customer centric. We will always be led by our branch and our team as partners to our customers' business from the front. In the same spirit, we were very, very clear from day one that we will be tech enabled. And for this, we are always on the lookout and in search for like-minded, effective, customized solution providing tech partners. And the philosophy in Lakshmitra is always long-term partnerships. When we had the first opportunity to come across and meet and discuss with team Bulkpe, instantaneously we understood, we realized that we have our long-term tech partner who is not only there for us. This is a tech partner who will put in efforts with full enthusiasm to understand the end customer's business, look at a partnership in a larger circle, provide meaningful solutions, look forward to innovate new solutions, try it out. And then when we understood that we had exactly a replica of all of us, probably a younger version in Bulkpe, we were certain that we have found our long-term tech partner. And the experience that we had in hardly a few months has given us a strong foundation in belief that here is a partner whom we are going to live with for the years and decades to come, to see satisfying smiles from our customer.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. We are so glad that we have partnered with you and then helping you to help your consumers, the business, the backbone of country. Thank you so much for like taking your time today to share your feedback, share about the knowledge you have, and thanks for like wonderful time with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sathya. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All the best.
Thanks a lot.